When we talk about business transformation, we get so obsessed with the shiny new tech, right? The complex software, the fancy process maps. But what if I told you the number one reason these huge, multi-million dollar projects fail has nothing to do with the software at all? Today, we're going to zero in on the most critical and honestly the most overlooked part of the whole equation, the people. I mean, it's the question that keeps executives up at night, for sure. Companies are spending millions, sometimes billions, on these massive overhauls. They're promising incredible efficiency and breakthrough innovation, and yet, how many times do they just fall flat? It leaves everyone feeling frustrated, wondering what on earth went wrong. And almost always, the blame gets pinned on the new application. But is that really the whole story? And that, right there, that simple idea, it really gets to the heart of what a real transformation is supposed to be about. It's not just about installing some new software or redrawing an org chart. The whole point is to fundamentally improve things. If you're not actually ending up in a better place, you haven't transformed. You've just changed. And that's a huge difference. So where's the disconnect? If the goal is that simple, why is the path so incredibly tricky? Well, we're about to dive into the biggest trap in any transformation, this assumption that new tools will magically create new results, all while completely ignoring the human element. Okay, so this is the core idea right here. Technology doesn't operate in a vacuum. Giving a brand new, super sophisticated tool to someone with an outdated skill set, well, it's kind of like handing the keys to a Ferrari to someone who only knows how to drive in first gear. The failure isn't in the machine. It's that we failed to upgrade the skills, the mindsets, and the capabilities of the very people who are supposed to use it. So to really get a grip on the skills we need, we've got to first appreciate what it's like to be a professional today. I mean, the days of being in your own little silo, doing just one single job, those days are fading, and fast. Success today means you have to wear a whole collection of different hats, a lot of the time all at once. Just think about your own job for a second. You're not just an analyst, are you? You're a detective, sifting through mountains of data to find the real story. You're not just a manager. You're a strategist, planning the next big move. You're a negotiator, hammering out the tiny details. And you're a change manager, guiding your team through all the uncertainty. This kind of multifaceted role demands a truly multifaceted skill set. So if the problem is this massive skills gap in a world full of complex roles, what's the solution? Well, it's about consciously and deliberately building a toolkit of essential 21st century skills. And this isn't about learning one new piece of software, it's about developing a whole new way of thinking and operating in the world. First up, critical thinking. This is the engine that drives every sound decision. It's the ability to not just look at data, but to question it, to see the patterns, to connect the dots that no one else sees. But, analysis by itself isn't enough. You also have to be able to share what you found, which brings us right to communication. And let's be clear, this is way more than just firing off emails or Slack messages. We're talking about the ability to truly convey meaning, to create real understanding, whether you're in a high-stakes boardroom meeting or just a quick digital chat. It's the glue that holds collaboration together. And holding all of this up is the mindset you bring to work every single day. And that mindset is a growth mindset. Honestly, this is the bedrock of adaptability. It's that core belief that your abilities are not set in stone. It's what allows you to look at a huge challenge and see it not as a roadblock, but as the raw material for learning and getting better. And when you put all these pieces together, you get the full picture. So here's what it looks like when it all comes together. It's not just one or two things, but this powerful combination. You got your critical thinking, your communication, and that growth mindset. But they're joined by creativity, collaboration, and citizenship. This right here, this is the complete toolkit for the modern professional. Now, having the toolkit is one thing. Actually using it effectively, that's a whole other ballgame. This is where we shift gears from theory to practice, from just knowing what to do to actually taking real ownership of the results. Okay, this is such a crucial distinction. Responsibility, that's about the task. It's, hey, I was responsible for sending that report. It's just checking a box. But accountability, that's about the outcome. It's the difference between saying I sent the data and saying I made sure the leadership team understood the data so that we could make the right call. See the difference? It's a much deeper level of ownership. And look, true accountability isn't some straight, easy path. It's messy. It's about juggling commitments, making tough decisions, and dealing with the consequences, all while having the wisdom to understand that some things are just outside of your control. Real accountability is about owning your part of this entire complex ecosystem.
So, with this new understanding of the skills and the mindset that you need, we finally arrive at the last and maybe the most personal challenge. Because this isn't just about transforming a company, it's about being willing to transform yourself.
Underneath everything we've talked about, all the skills, the mindsets, the accountability, is this one thing: self-awareness. It has to be the starting point. Without an honest look in the mirror to see your own strengths and your opportunities for improvement, you can't build your toolkit or practice real accountability. It is, quite simply, the foundation for all growth, both personal and professional. And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. The pace of technology is just relentless, right? It's only getting faster. The software, the platforms, the processes that are cutting edge today will be legacy systems tomorrow. The only thing that stays constant is the need for human skill, human ingenuity, and human adaptability. Technology is evolving, no question about it. The real question is, are you?